Anime horror is built different. While the West is out here throwing yet another Conjuring sequel at you, anime said, nah, let's traumatize you with cute girls, cosmic eldritch boyfriends, and opera singers in space. And the worst part, nobody talks about them. These shows are scarier than my YouTube comment section, but they're buried under isekai light novels and waifu wars. So today, we're digging up the graves of anime horror to give you the top 10 most underappreciated nightmare factories. Turn off the lights, grab some popcorn, and get ready to regret it.
私が新しいお母さんよ。私が新しいお母さんよ。私が新しいお母さんよ。
Kemonozume is what happens when someone says, what if Romeo and Juliet, but instead of feuding families, it's monster cannibals and demon hunters. Oh, and make it absolutely insane. The art style alone feels like it escaped from a fever dream. Characters don't just move, they mutate across the screen like Picasso decided to animate horror. It's janky, ugly, and you know what, it's somehow still beautiful. But beneath the chaos is a surprisingly emotional love story. The monster girl and demon hunter's romance feels raw, messy, and tragic in a way anime rarely nails, you know? One moment you're watching heartfelt intimacy, the next you're staring at a grotesque creature eating someone's intestines like ramen. It's like being sucker punched with feelings and gore simultaneously. If you think anime horror needs to be polished or pretty, Kemonozume laughs in your face and then slaps you with monsters. Underrated? This show practically invented the word.
好きだユカ何があろうと何者であろうと俺はお前を愛してる
If death scares you, Ajin is here to remind you that dying might just be the least of your problems. Kei Nagai learns he's an Ajin after being hit by a truck, because of course it's anime, right? Instead of an isekai, he gets immortality and shadow demons that make him public enemy number 1. Governments want to dissect him, bounty hunters want to capture him, and his classmates suddenly look like they're auditioning for Lord of the Flies. Yeah, I know the CGI is clunky, and yes, it looks like a PS2 cutscene half the time, but once you get past that, holy hell, this story slaps. The concept of immortality is horrifying, not empowering. Every death is brutal. Bones snapping, bullets ripping through flesh, explosions, only for Kate to reset and live with the trauma. Meanwhile, Sato, the grinning antagonist, is one of the most terrifying villains in modern anime. This dude treats mass murder like a speedrun challenge. Ajin is raw, violent, and tense from start to finish. Forget the graphics. This is survival horror done right, and it deserves way more love. Memories isn't just one film, it's a cursed variety pack of nightmares. First, Magnetic Rose drags you into a derelict spaceship where an opera singer's ghost warps reality itself. I swear, this short single-handedly gave me more chills than an entire season of American Horror Story. It's haunting, gorgeous, and makes people feel lonelier than my fridge at 3 AM. Then you've got Stink Bomb. Imagine a guy overdosing on cold medicine and accidentally turning into a walking biological weapon. Cities drop like flies while he cluelessly strolls around wondering why people keep fainting. It's tragic and absurd, the kind of black comedy only anime pulls off. Finally, Cannon Fodder flips into a bleak dystopia where life revolves entirely around firing giant cannons at unseen enemies. It's chilling because it feels too real. Together, Memories is proof that anime horror doesn't need jump scares to get under your skin. It's cinematic, creepy, and unforgettable. And yet, nobody talks about it because apparently we'd rather argue about power scaling in some action anime. This is what happens when anime says, screw Twilight, let's make vampires terrifying and sexy again. Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust is a gothic western dripping with atmosphere. The landscapes look like Dracula's dream vacation, and our boy D is anime's suavest vampire, stoic, deadly, and prettier than 90% of the people watching this video. He doesn't sparkle, he broods in style. The plot is a twisted love story. A girl runs off with a vampire and D's hired to bring her back, but is she kidnapped or did she choose this fate? The ambiguity makes it more than just monster slaying. It's about love, fear, and freedom. Oh, and the action? Pure spectacle. Castles crumble, grotesque monsters scream, and D slices through everything like it's butter. This film oozes late 90s anime cool. It's stylish, bloody, and tragic all at once. It's criminally overlooked in horror discussions. Imagine starting an anime that looks like K-On! With sunshine, giggles, and cute girls eating lunch. Now imagine that 2 episodes later, you realize the entire school is surrounded by zombies, half the cast is dead, and the main character is so traumatized she's living in denial. Congratulations, you've just been wrecked by School Live. I think this anime is actually genius. How? It weaponizes moe. The pastel colors and bubbly opening lull you into a false sense of safety. Then reality punches through, and suddenly you're watching high schoolers battle grief, madness, and the undead. That dog episode? Yeah, I still haven't recovered from that one. This anime isn't just horror, it's tragedy wrapped in adorable packaging. It's the kind of show where you laugh 1 minute and ugly cry the next. It deserves way more recognition for how brilliantly it blends slice of life innocence with post-apocalyptic despair. School Life, it isn't just underrated, it's criminally underrated. Just here to remind you to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell icon to be updated every time I upload a new video. Alright, time for the next nightmare. Dark Gathering is like if Yu Yu Hakusho went to therapy and came back possessed. Geitaro, a walking spirit magnet, teams up with Yayoi, a little girl with more guts than half the Shonen Jump roster. Her hobby? Hunting ghosts so she can find the one that killed her mom. Cute, right? Except, not really. The horror here is legit. Spirits are grotesque, violent, and terrifying. None of that friendly Casper nonsense, okay? But Dark Gathering balances this with comedy and heart. Yayoi treats haunted houses like playgrounds, and Geitaro is basically the anime equivalent of Shaggy screaming zoinks! It's both creepy and hilarious. This show deserves more hype because it proves you can make horror fun without neutering the scares. It's goofy, unsettling, and surprisingly heartfelt. Ghostbusters could never.
もうすぐお前の番だ。愛。
Now, here's a fresh one. The summer Hikaru died takes the wholesome vibes of rural slice of life anime and smashes them against cosmic horror. Yoshiki's best friend Hikaru dies, then casually comes back. Except, it's not really Hikaru anymore, it's something else. Something that shouldn't exist. And Yoshiki has to deal with that while pretending nothing's wrong. This anime thrives on atmosphere, sunlit countryside feels, cicadas buzzing, kids hanging out, and an unshakable dread underneath it all. It's unsettling because it feels so normal until it doesn't. Imagine if Your Name were written by Junji Ito. That's the summer Hikaru died. It's criminally underappreciated because it just came out, but trust me, give it a few years and people will be calling this one of anime's best modern horrors. Alright, let's talk about Blood Sea, the anime that tricked everyone into thinking it was just another cute girl with a sword show before pulling the most savage bait and switch in anime horror history. The first half is all sunshine, friendship, and Saya awkwardly singing about bunnies. And you're sitting there thinking, okay, this is harmless, isn't it? Then episode 9 happens, and suddenly the show transforms into a gore buffet straight from hell. We're talking humans shredded like paper, monsters munching on people like popcorn, and Saya slicing through it all with ballet-like precision. The whiplash is insane, the violence is jaw-dropping, and the sheer audacity of how far it goes is unforgettable. Blood Sea isn't just horror, it's anime looking at you dead in the eye and saying, you weren't ready. Vampires in anime are usually hot, brooding, and occasionally sparkle. Shiki said, what if they were terrifying again? Set in a quiet Japanese village, people start dying mysteriously until the truth crawls out. Vampires are picking the town off one by one. Shiki is brilliant in its morality. It's not a simple good versus evil story here. The vampires are desperate to survive, and the humans are desperate to fight back, with both sides committing atrocities. By the final episodes, you're not sure who the real monsters are anymore. Add in eerie atmosphere, grotesque deaths, and a soundtrack that sounds like Satan's ringtone, and you've got yourself a hidden masterpiece. This is vampire horror at its finest, and it's underrated as hell.
いいところに来た。片付けるのを手伝ってくれ。
来た。Finally, Mononoke. Not Studio Ghibli's Dear Girl, this is the horror anthology that looks like ukiyo-e paintings took acid. The medicine seller wanders through Japan, solving supernatural mysteries by unraveling the truth, form, and reason behind each spirit. It's folklore, philosophy, and nightmare fuel wrapped in a kaleidoscope of colors. Every arc is a self-contained ghost story, each one as chilling as the last. From haunted inns to cursed brides, the show blends beauty with terror like nothing else. The visuals alone are so striking that they feel illegal. Mononoke is criminally underappreciated, maybe because it's too weird for mainstream taste, but for horror fans, it's pure art. No list of underrated anime horror is complete without it.
もののけが人の世にある限り
And that's the list. 10 horror anime that prove anime doesn't just do power-ups and beach episodes, they do trauma, existential dread, and nightmares in glorious 1080p. Forget your Hollywood remakes, anime has been quietly outscaring the entire genre for decades now. So next time someone asks, does anime even have horror? Just show them one of these and watch them cry themselves to sleep. If you like this video, give it a like and don't forget to comment down your favorite horror anime. Thanks for watching, and remember, the scariest thing about anime horror is how few people actually watch it. See you in the next video.